Memento from Dr. Chitra Ramurthy, the chairperson of our session. Sir, Madam wants to give you some gift.
The inauguration will be starting. Let's not be too spread out, please. Thank you. Thank you very much for obliging.
Recording in progress.
Good morning and a very warm welcome to all of you. I'm Dr. Roshmi Gupta and it's my privilege to welcome you to the inauguration ceremony of BOS Summit 2024. I would begin by inviting all our dignitaries onto the stage. I request Dr. L.N. Kumaran, President BOS, to escort Dr. Lalit Verma to the stage. Welcome, sir. Welcome to Bangalore. I request Dr. Bhargav, President, Bangalore Ophthalmic Society, to escort Mr. Harishekaran, ADGP Crime, to the stage. Welcome, sir, to BOS. Welcome to the stage, sir. I request Dr. Sandhya, Secretary, Bangalore Ophthalmic Society, to escort Reverend Father Jesudas Rajamanikam, Director, St. John's Medical College and Hospital. Welcome, sir, and we are so grateful to have this opportunity to be with you here today. I request Dr. Pallavi, Academic Convener, Bangalore Ophthalmic Society, to escort Dr. Samar Basak, President, All India Ophthalmic Society, to the stage. Thank you, sir, for being with us here on this occasion. I request Dr. Priyank Solanki, Joint Secretary, Bangalore Ophthalmic Society, to escort Dr. Krishna Prasad Kodlo onto the stage. He is the President of Karnataka Ophthalmic Society, and thank you for being with us here today. I will request Dr. Venkat Subramaniam, Treasurer, Bangalore Ophthalmic Society, to join me on the podium on the stage here. I request Dr. Gagan to escort Dr. Reji Koshi, Co-Chairman for the Organizing Committee, onto the stage. I will request Dr. Vinita to escort Dr. Devakar, former President KOS, former President BOS, and a great favorite of ours. Today he is here as the KMC observer. I request Dr. Sarika to escort Dr. Sunita onto the stage. She's the head of Department of Ophthalmology at St. John's Medical College. Thank you, ma'am, for being with us and being part of the team. I will request now our joint organizing secretaries, Dr. Anuradha and Dr. Rajesh Parekh, also join us on the stage. And Dr. Sarika is the third organizing secretary. Please take your seat, Dr. Sarika. Dr. Sarika, Dr. Anuradha, and Dr. Rajesh Parekh. So, a hand for them, please.
An invocation is what is actually not only a prayer, but also invoking the blessings of the Almighty and blessings of all the gurus, today being a special Guru Purnima day, invoking all the blessings of one and all for the sake of one and all. For that, we have our invocation song by Dr. Pragnya Rao.
A warm pranamam to everyone present here. Today I will be singing a song on Lord Ganesha. Ganapati Buddhinathani Siddhinathani Salahu Ganeshani Vidyadipani ನೀನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ ನೀನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ ಗಜಮುಖನೇ ನೀನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ ಗುರುಕುಲಕ್ಕೆ ವರವಾಗಿ ಗುರಿ ತೋರೋ ಗುರುವಾಗಿ ಪುರಿ ನೀನು ಎಂದೆಂದು ಕರುಣಾಳೋ ಬಾ ಬಂಧು ನೀನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ ಗಜಮುಖನೇ ನೀನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ ಬಾಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಾಗಿ ಬಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಯಾಗಿ ಕ್ಷಣ ಕ್ಷಣವೂ ನಮಗಾಗಿ ನೆರವಾಗೋ ಬೆಳಕಾಗಿ ದಯ ಇರಲಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಗತಿ ನೀನೆ ಹಾದಿಯಲಿ ನೀನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ ಗಜಮುಖನೇ ನೀನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ ಗುರುಕುಲಕ್ಕೆ ವರವಾಗಿ ಗುರಿ ತೋರೋ ಗುರುವಾಗಿ ಪುರಿ ನೀನು ಎಂದೆಂದು ಕರುಣಾಳೋ ಬಾ ಬಂಧು ನೀನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ ಗಜಮುಖನೇ ನೀನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ. Thank you.
We now ask for the blessings of the gods through a classical performance of a Bharatnatyam dance by Vidushi Shreya Balaji MA. She has trained in Bharatnatyam under her gurus Karnataka Kalashri Guru Vidushi K. Brunda and Vidushi Ananya M. She excelled at the various qualifying examinations and had her Arangetram in 2015. She has performed widely on TV and talent shows, including the opening of the Neeta Mukesh Ambani Cultural Center in Mumbai. Vidushi Shreya runs a dance school, Vrindavana Kala Nikaitana, from the past 8 years and has been awarded with the prestigious Aryabhatta Award in the year 2022. Welcome and welcome to this performance.
as a welcome part of the whole proceedings. We always have something called TDH, tall, dark, and handsome. But we have someone who's a total dynamic head, and that is our president of our BOS, Dr. Ellen Kumar. Request him to give the welcome address. My slides are down that side.
Thank you, Venkat and Roshmi. That's Bangalore Ophthalmic Society for you. One team, one vision. This is a welcome address, but I start off with a thanks. It's Nostalgia 2013. 2013, we were afraid whether we could fill Mysore Hall in ITC. And when we took this hall, I was thinking it's going to look empty. Thank you, BOS members. It's a family of around 700 members now and 550 registrations in this conference. I welcome you all first. Mata, Pita, Guru, Devam. We were taught that father and mother are more important Guru and Devam, but I have a different version for this. Mother and father, yes, it's a duty to serve them. Devam doesn't expect anything from us. Guru is placed in between that. Today happens to be Guru Purnima, and who else to have? My teacher. Way back in 1998, second half, last 3 months, I met him, Dr. Lalit Verma. I answered some question. He said, everything is right, but you took a lot of time. So, just add a couple of sentences before. There are a couple of causes so that you can think about it. Thank you, sir. Right from that day, he has not taught me ophthalmology, not just ophthalmology, but everything else, including business. Thank you, sir, for gracing this occasion. We know him as a police officer. However, when I looked into his YouTube videos, I knew what kind of teacher he was. ADGP of Crime and Technical Services in the department headquarters, Karnataka, Mr. Harishekaran. Despite his busy schedule, I just had to call him once and then visited his place once. That's all. He consented to be here. He had other programs today. Despite that, he's here to share with us. And when I went to his office, his first question was, what are the problems doctors are facing and how I can address it? Thank you, sir, for not just being a police officer. Thank you for gracing this occasion. Father Jesudas Rajamanikam. He's not just the head of St. John's Academy, not just helping poor patients, but helping a lot of poor students, giving education. Father, thanks a lot for gracing this occasion and blessing us. Not only that, wholeheartedly, entire Bangalore Ophthalmic Society managing committee is thankful to you and your department. They've helped us a lot, not just providing this venue, beautiful venue, state-of-the-art venue, but the entire department of ophthalmology has helped us a lot in conducting this conference. Two other exceptionally good teachers. I remember him as a person who taught me SICS. Those were the days we never used to do any SICS in RP Center. I was about to finish my senior residency, the last 1 year of my senior residency, and he came all the way from Calcutta and demonstrated the first case of small incision cataract surgery. Any doubts I have, I still contact him, not just an ophthalmology thing. He is the president of All India Ophthalmic Society, Dr. Samar Basat, sir. Welcome, sir. My dear friend, I always call him Doddanna. Karnataka, any problems, I contact him. A teacher, not just in ophthalmology, in rest of the, how to administer also. Dr. Krishna Prasad Kudlu, sir, we welcome him. This conference would not have been possible for two people. As soon as I just rang up, he said, no problem, just come here. Professor Sunita Nityanandam and Professor Reggie Thomas. Her department has helped us completely, and Dr. Reggie Thomas has helped me on a personal level too. Thank you for gracing this occasion, sir. I reserve certain other members on the dais later. There are problems, I ignore. We are going to face these problems later. We need to address this. The last few years, we were very good scientifically, but we have never addressed this one concern. Address the public. Tell us what our problems are in treating and how to manage. Let's use this digital media to address the people. This is a very short version of the presidential address I had given, and we are duty bound to teach the younglings, the students, so these grand rounds will be initiated. Why only webinars? All play and all work and no play makes Jack and Jill a dull boy or girl. Let's unwind, and that's how we have started with the conference. Happened with a lot of triathlon programs as well as the first banquet ever in the Boss Summit. Before going to the next slide, many of you would have noticed that pursuit, passion, perfect, and then practice. Something which we deliberated for nearly 2 days and then came to that. That's what we are doing, isn't it? We go in search of knowledge, the gurus teach them, we become passionate, perfect it, and only then can we practice. This session, this particular conference, that's a team. All these people for the past 1 month, they've hardly slept for 4 hours maybe. And the fellow in the end, only he's the only one who slept properly, that's me. All others, most of this, individually, they've did it. Thank you, team, for getting this done. And I welcome all the delegates once again for gracing this occasion.
Thank you, Dr. Elan. And we now go on to officially inaugurate the conference by the lighting of the lamp, which is a symbol in our culture of starting something good. And we invite the dignitaries to come and light the lamp for us. Light the lamp of knowledge. Dr. Lalit Verma, Mr. Harishekaran, Dr. Samar Basak, Dr. Kudlu, Dr. Elan, Dr. Sri Bhargav, Dr. Sunita, Father Jayasudas, Dr. Sandhya, Dr. Pallavi, Dr. Priyank, Dr. Reji, go ahead.
An association is only as strong as a very dynamic, and very, very meticulously maintained reports of every aspect that goes on, including the minutes of the meetings that goes on, and the action plans that is communicated to the members. And for that, we have our not only dynamic, young, smart, and also glamorous secretary report by Sandhya Rajendra Prasad.
So a very warm welcome. I'm so happy to see so many faces around. This is a small report of what's been happening from Bangalore Ophthalmic Society and what we've been doing for all our members. This is our managing committee, which has come into force since April 2024. You've seen all our members there, our president, our vice president, our joint secretary, treasurer, and our academic conveners who are all seated here. And this is the list of our young and dynamic executive committee members who have helped us a lot to put this conference together. These are our membership details. So our old existing members, when I took over, were last ratified as on 30/12/2023. We had about 587 members. And currently we are at this particular number, 689. So we have had almost 102 people add on from our last ratified memberships. That's our entire family as of now. We've already started conducting various CMEs under the aegis of BOS. We started it with this particular CME, which came into us initially right in May 2024. We followed it up in June as well with the AIOS members and under their aegis as well as the KOS aegis. We also had the third one, which happened with Alcon, and we had our fourth CME under the aegis of BOS at Netradama. We have carried on certain legacies. When we talk about that, it's how we started and have been a part of BOS right from the beginning. The Go Green initiative, which we started just the previous year, we have come across a lot of hurdles when we did this, but we have tried to keep it plastic free. So we have started giving out water bottles, encouraging people to not use any of the plastic cups and plastic bottles. We have eliminated it completely from our food area. This was something very close to our hearts, the BOS Pathshala, which was started, and we are continuing this legacy. It's a program which is very well attended to our PGs. It's curated only for them with a lot of love by all my teachers, I would like to say. To go on, we had something very innovative this time. We created a session which we call Passion Beyond Practice. This particular session was there today morning by none other than Dr. Timmappa Hegde, where he spoke about how mind matters and what is happiness to us. It was something which was extremely relaxing for all of us, and he's a neurosurgeon, but he speaks about Vedanta and Upanishads, and this was quite well attended. We also had another on hydroponics, which was done by Mr. Nitish Srivastava, and we had Mr. Neil Parekh, who spoke to us about tech-driven fitness and how we can gamify fitness for a healthier body. Continuing what you can expect and delve into, not only academics, we had all these new sessions that we had put up together with our team who pitched into every of these corners. We had our banquet for the first time individually at the BOSS Summit. We had it yesterday night. It was at the Kormangla Club, and we had all our members join us for this gala event as well. And now we are about to have our inauguration, and we're going to have two of our speakers here, Dr. Lalit Verma, who's been our ex-president, and Mr. Harishekaran. We are looking forward to their speeches. Thank you. Dr. Pallavi Joshi has been at the heart and soul of the academic content of this fest. She has been meticulous, she has been innovative, she has been thinking originally, and most of all, she has been working to a clock to make sure everything goes like clockwork. Let's hear from her.
Thank you, Roshni. Good afternoon, everybody. So I'm giving you a small glimpse of how our thought to reality has been flourished. So as continuum of the tradition of actually having something called as a themed summit. So this time's theme was about practice. So as Dr. Ellen Kumar said, the intent is, like, we all know that there's something called as pursuit of happiness, but there's something also called as happiness of pursuit. So taking that into consideration, for all of us as doctors, we want to have that happiness of pursuit, which is supported by us always being persistent despite challenges, and also by perfecting our art, mainly to make sure that our patient care is to the ultimum. So if you would have seen the scientific schedule, almost all talks were planned according to these three aspects. And the pursuit beyond the, practice beyond passion talks, which were an interactive sessions, were themed according to that. And all the sessions were broadly classified as persisting beyond challenges and perfecting the art. And we have had nearly 125 faculties who have attended this summit, with both local and the state, and more than 20 national faculties who have graced this occasion. And thank you to all of them to have made their time, despite some of them, I should really be telling, they missed their flights, but they had taken their own initiative to come by bus and give their commitments here. So that was what we were very, very thankful to them. So really thank you about that. And for the first time in the summit, this time we have introduced something called as the BOS Championship, also called as the triathlon. We know that post-graduates, we expect them to sit through sessions and sessions, but we are actually not looking beyond that talent. So taking that into theme, we went ahead and conducted 3 events, a quiz competition, as well as we had Insta Boss and a talent show. So taking all these 3 events together, we would be announcing soon the BOS champions for this summit. So with this, I would like to end my scientific chair's talk about this summit. Thank you.
It is now our great pleasure to confer upon our honored guest, Reverend Father Jesudas, our heartfelt gratitude in the traditional way. Dr. Jesudas has, Father Jesudas has a timeline, so we are not going to engage him too long. But sir, we still want to show our appreciation. Reverend Father Jesudas, please.
Reverend Father Jesudas Rajamanikyam, Director, St. John's Medical College Hospital. He's the member, Governing Board of St. John's, National Academy of Health Sciences, and Founding Director of St. John's Health Innovation Foundation. We welcome you, sir.
Father, you have opened your heart and the premises of this august institution to us. Would you like to address a few words to the gathering here?
Respected our ADGP, Mr. Haris Shekaran, and Dr. Ilan Kumaran, the President, distinguished members of the Bangalore Ophthalmic Society, invited guests, distinguished faculty, dear participants. It is an honor and privilege to stand before you today at the inauguration of BOS Summit. I would like to bring, by extending my heartfelt appreciation and gratitude to all the participants and organizers of this significant event. Your presence here today, especially on Sunday, speaks volume about your dedication and commitment to the field of ophthalmology. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation and hearty welcome to our chief guest, Mr. Haris Shekaran, IPS, the Additional Director General of Police. Your presence here today is a testimony to your support for St. John's and in at large for the medical community. Your commitment, resourcefulness, and values are truly commendable, and we are deeply grateful for your continued dedication. Dear friends, vision is one of the most precious gifts we have. It is through our eyes that we perceive the beauty of the world, connect with our loved ones, and engage with our surroundings. When we lose our vision, we lose a significant part of our connection to life itself. Your work, therefore, is not just about restoring sight, it is about restoring hope, purpose, and the very essence of life to countless individuals. Your dedication to your patients is truly inspiring. You give them confidence, a renewed sense of independence, and the ability to see the world in all its splendor. It is no small feat of your commitment to excellence, even on Sunday. Speaks volume about your passion and eagerness to continually learning and grow in your field. What you learn today here, what you share, what you take back to your clinics and hospitals is not for the personal gain. It is for the benefit of those who rely on you to bring light into their lives. This selflessness, this commitment to the well-being of others is the true beauty of the healthcare professional. As Helen Keller once said, the one thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. Your work ensures that not only do your patients have sight, but they also have vision for a better, brighter future. At St. John's, we hold our values of integrity, compassion, and excellence in the highest regard. These values are mirrored in the work of you do every day. Your knowledge, your love for knowledge, your compassionate care for the patients, and your commitment to excellence in every procedure and treatment are truly commendable. In closing, I extend my heartfelt thanks to all the participants organizers, and speakers. Together, we can achieve remarkable things and ensure that the gift of sight continues to illuminate the lives of those we serve. Thank you. Thank you for the honor that you have given to me personally, and may this summit be a resounding success. All the best, and God bless.
Well, law and order proves just how civilized a society, a country is. And nothing is more important than safety, so that we can actually pursue our lives unhindered, unworried. And who better a guardian than a person who keeps us safe? ADGP Mr. Harishekaran, ADGP Crime. And it is our honor to have him here as our chief guest today, and we would like to express our appreciation for what he does for us. So, if you will come up here. We request Dr. Gagan to place a shawl on him. This is our traditional way of honoring our dignitaries.
Good afternoon, everyone. So it's an honor for us to have Shri P. Harishekaran, Indian Police Service. Sir, you come from a great lineage of M. Palanimuthu, who was ex-MLA Perambalur constituency, and Shri Kakanji, who was the first Home Minister of Tamil Nadu. You are an academically brilliant student who secured a gold medal in history from St. Joseph's College, Trichy. Outstanding student in history from Madras Christian College. You are also an athlete clocking marathon of 10 kilometers in 54 minutes and 21 kilometers in 2 hours and 18 minutes. Selected for the Indian Police Service in the year 1996, you underwent IPS training at the following places: foundation course at Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration, Mussoorie; Uttaranchal State and Basic Police Training at Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy, Hyderabad. You have taken various positions in Karnataka State Police, the most challenging being Superintendent of Police, Chamarajnagar District, in the anti-Veerappan operation in view of kidnapping of late Dr. Rajkumar. You were the SP Raichur District Anti-Naxal Operation, SP Tumkur District Anti-Naxal Operation, and presently working as ADGP, Crime and Technical Services, Bengaluru. Recently, the Minister of Home Affairs, Government of India, has awarded the President Police Medal of Meritorious Service to you. You have received the International Award in recognition of exceptional law enforcement activities from the American Consulate General, Chennai. Sir, it gives us immense pleasure to have you as chief guest of the Bangalore Ophthalmic Society's annual meet, Boss Summit 2024, in grateful recognition of your stellar contributions as an incredible IPS officer. Thank you, sir.
We would now request Mr. Harishikaran, IPS ADGP Crime, to address our gathering.
Before Sir talks, I just wanted to inform. He'll wait, okay, thank you.
ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಆಸೀನರಾಗಿದ್ದ ಫಾದರ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ ಜಾನ್ಸ್ ಫಾದರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅವರೇ, ನನ್ನ ಗೆಳೆಯರು, ನನ್ನ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರಾದ ಯಲಂಕುಮರನ್ ಅವರೇ, ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಣ್ಯರೇ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೋ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ to be here as one of the guests. First of all, I wish you all the best for happy Guru Purnima. I'm a hard man out today. Among the eminent doctors community, what should I speak? What are the points can be highlighted from my department? I'm a police guy. I may not understand certain medical terms, but I can give a big hands to the medical community, which I'm doing right now. When Mr. Yelangobran met me the other day, I asked Mr. Yelangobran what way the police department can help you. The president was so happy to receive such a question from me. I think he didn't reciprocate the same thing, but he assured, sir, it's a great thing. We all will come to you whenever we are in need. I'm taking this great opportunity to communicate two important aspects. I'm not a great speaker, but I want to communicate with you two important aspects. Number one, in case of any emergency, in case of any needs arises from your department, your work environment, please contact the police department. You should have a relationship with the local police station. I asked so many doctors. I have the number of doctors. They are very good friend of mine. I have a very good inner circle. But they don't have any communication with local police station or assistant commissioner office or deputy commissioner office. Why? These are all the public offices. we may become a scientist or eminent person in their own jobs, but if you don't have a connect with public offices like police, revenue departments, BBMP, and other public departments, you cannot survive. When needs arises, you cannot survive, because today the police department receives lakhs and lakhs cases from educated community, not from the uneducated community. Please understand. Today's cyber crime, what are all the aspects which require for the cyber crime? We need a gadgets, electronic gadgets. We need an account, internet account. So we need other technical applications. So in this aspect, there are thousands of people being cheated. Why? It's a lack of knowledge. If somebody being cheated by others, and this communication not reaching to the police station, this is a one important aspect which I want to inform to you. Be informative and we have a good contact with the police department, because we have egos. ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, ಕಾಪ್ ಮೂವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡೂಪರ್ ಹಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದಿಲ್ಲ. ಏಕೆ? ಏನು ಕಾರಣ ಇರ್ಬೋದು? ಕಾಪ್ ಮೂವೀಸ್ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ರೇಟ್ 99%. ಇವತ್ತು ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಯಾವ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ, ಯಾವ ಚಾನಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲದ್ರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನೆಟ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಮೆಝಾನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, $billions ಯಾರು ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗೆ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಕಾಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಆಸೆ ಇದೆ. ಅದು ಸಬ್ ಕಾನ್ಷಿಯಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ. ಏಕೆಂದರೆ ಕಾಪ್ ಒಬ್ಬನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಪವರನ್ನು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ರವ, ವಿಸಿಬಲಾಗಿ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ರವ. ಯಾರಿಲ್ಲ ಈ ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ, ಯಾರಿಲ್ಲ. ಏಕೆ? ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಬಂದು ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂದು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನೀನು ನಿಲ್ಲಬೇಕೀಗ. ಅವನ ಕೈ ತೋರಿಸ್ನದ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅದು ನಾನೇ ಇರಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ನೀವೇ ಇರಲಿ, ಅದು ಯಾರೇ ಇರಲಿ. ಆಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪವರ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ, ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಆಗಿ. ಆಗ ಈ ಪವರನ್ನು ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಈಸ್ ಏಮಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡ್ರೀಮಿಂಗ್, ಸಬ್ ಕಾನ್ಷಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೂವಿ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಕಾಪ್ ಮೂವಿ ಬಂದ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, $billions ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈವನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹಾಲಿವುಡಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಥರ ಇದೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮದೇ ಆದ ಒಂದು ಈಗೋ ಇದೆ. ಪೊಲೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಏಕೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು? ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂಥರ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ನೋಡ್ನಾಲೇ ಒಂಥರ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಲ ಹೋಯಿತು. ದಯಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಟ್ಟದಕ್ಕೆ ತಾವು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಸಂಪರ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಥರ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಕೂಡ, ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಬಂದವರು, ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲಿ ಎಂಪವರ್ಡ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್, ದ ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಮೇ ಚೇಂಜ್. ದ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದು ಏನು ಮಾತೇ ಆಡಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನೀವೇ ನೋಡಿ, ನನ್ನ ಕಣ್ಣನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ನೀವೇ ಒಂದು ಡಯಾಗ್ನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವೇ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಆಗ್ತದಾ? ವಿತೌಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಯಾವುದು ಆಗ್ತದಾಗೆ? ಆದಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಏನಂದರೆ, ನನ್ನ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡಂದರೆ, ನೀವು ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ. ಸರಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಏನೂ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಕಳ್ಳತನ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಮಗೆ ಏನೂ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಆಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಆಣದ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾ? ஒரு ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ஒரு ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವನ ಒಂದು ಹಲೋ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೋ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೋ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಿನಿಕ್ ಇನ್ ಸೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೋ, ಹೌ ಆರ್ ಯು ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್, ಇಫ್ ಎನಿ ನೀಡ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಮೀ, ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ? ಅಥವಾ ನಾನು ಏನಾದ್ರಿಂದ ತಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಸರ್, ಈ ಥರ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಕಾವ್ಯ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕಾವ್ಯ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೋ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ? ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮದೇ ಆದ ಒಂದು ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಆಗ ವಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ವಿತೌಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ನೋ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಮಾರ್ವಲಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎನಿ ಮಿರಾಕಲ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್. ಇನ್ ಮೈ ಸರ್ವೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನಾದರೂ ನನ್ನ ಸರ್ವೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಿರಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್, ಜನಸಂಪರ್ಕ, ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಮೈ ಗುಡ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈನ್. ಏಕೆಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲವ, ಅವರ ಹತ್ರ ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಎನಿ ನೀಡ್ ಅರೈಸಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಟು ದಿ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ನೋ ದಿ ಜ್ಯೂರಿಸ್ಡಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್. ಇದು ನಾನು ಕಳಕಳಿಯಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಇದನ್ನು ತಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಕೈ ಮುಗಿದು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ನಾನು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ನಿಂದ ತುಂಬ ಕೇಸೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ ನಾನು ಐ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ಕಾಲೇಜಸ್. ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್லாம் ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡೋ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಕಾಲೇಜಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿರೋದು, ಹುಡುಗರ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು. ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಕೇಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಹುಡುಗರ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಬಿಲೀವ್, ಹಲವಾರು ಕೇಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. ತುಂಬ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಆಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಟಿಗೆ ನೀವೇ ಪೊಲೀಸ್. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಟಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಪೊಲೀಸರಿಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾನೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ನನಗೆ. Maybe if I want to collect some information about your street, I can deploy some very important person to collect. That takes lot of time. So ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ನಾನು ಅಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತವರು, ಓದಿನವರು, ಟೆಕ್ನೋಕ್ರಾಟ್ಸ್ ಅವರು ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಡವರು ಯಾರು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಏಕೆ? ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗವ? ನಾನು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮೀ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೈಡ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸಿಂಗ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಕೊಲಾಬರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಯು. ಏಕೆ ಓದಿನವರು ಒಂದು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಒಂದು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು? ಚೀಟಿಂಗ್, ಮಿಸ್ಆಪರೇಷನ್, ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ ಬ್ರೀಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಇನ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್. ದೇ ಗಾಟ್ ಅ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೆಡಲ್ ಇನ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ BBA ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ BBM ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇವನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇವ್ರ ಕಂಪನಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಒಂದು ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆಗ ಎಲ್ಲಿಯೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡ್ರ ಸಿಸ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೋ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಇದಿಲ್ಲ. ಕಂಪನಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಬಂದು ಕೂತಾನೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಥೆ ಏನೋ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನದು? ಇವತ್ತು ಬಿಲಿಯನ್ ಡಾಲರ್ಸ್ ಚೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ? ಪೋರ್ಟಲಲ್ಲಿ, ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಪೋರ್ಟಲಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೈಬರ್ ಕ್ರೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಕೋಟಿ, ಲಕ್ಷಾಂತರ ಕೋಟಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಓದಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇವಾಗ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಹೋಗಿ ದುಡ್ಡು ಹಾಕ್ತಾನೆ, ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬನಿಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಹಾಕ್ತಾನೆ. ಆಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಟ್ಟದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನಾವು ಉರುಪತ್ರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಆನ್ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಬಿಟ್ಟ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕೀಗ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ಒಂದು ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್, ಸರ್ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ನೇಮ್ ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್, ಈಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈನ್, ಈಸ್ ಆರ್ಕಿಟೆಕ್ಟ್, ಇಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಆರ್ಕಿಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್. ಅವರು ಬಂದು ನನ್ನ ಚಾಂಬರ್ಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನಾನು ಆತ್ಮಹತ್ಯೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್, ಬಂದು ಕೂಗಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಳುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನಂದರೆ ನೈಟಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಮಲಗಿರುವಾಗ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಂದ ಕಾಲ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಪೀರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಹಲೋ ಏನೋ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಳೆ. ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟಾಗಿ ಅನ್ಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಇವರು ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟಾಗಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟರು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಶುರು ಆಯಿತು, ಒಂದು ಗ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಅವನು ಥ್ರೆಟನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾಲಿದೆ, ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಬಾಲ ಗ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರಲಿ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಇವನನ್ನು ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ 75 lakh rupees early morning 5 o'clock ನನ್ನ ಚಾಂಬರ್ಗೆ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೊಳಗಾಗಿ he paid 75 lakh rupees to the gang without applying his mind. ನಾನು ಸೂಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್ ಕದರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನೆಲ್ಲ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಐ ಆಮ್ ಪುಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಹೌ ಟು ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೇಸ್, ದ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಬರ್ತಾರಲ್ವ, ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಕೂಡ ತಾವು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಏನು ಎತ್ತ, ಏನು ವಿಶೇಷ, ಏನಪ್ಪ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ, ಏನಿದಾವುದು, ಏನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗಲಾಟ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಂಜಾ ಕುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಾನೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ 100 ಜನ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಗಂಜಾ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬ್ರೌನ್ ಶುಗರ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಥರ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ಇರೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಬಂದ, ವೆದರ್ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ. ತಾವು ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಸರ್, ನಾನು ಈ ಥರ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಅವ್ರು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರ? 100ರಲ್ಲಿ 10 ಜನ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಚೇಂಜಸನ್ನು ಒಂದು ದಿವಸದಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬರೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಡೇ ಆರ್ ಟು. ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಟ್ಟದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಸಂಪರ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೇವೆ ನಾವು. ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರು ಒಬ್ಬರು ಬಂದರೆ, ಅವರ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೋಷಿಯಲಿ ಎಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಡ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ನಮಗೆ. ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲವ, ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಅಡಿಯಾಗಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಲೆಟ್ರ್ ಬರಿಬೋದಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಕಮಿಷನರ್ಗೆ, ಸರ್ ಈ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇವರು 10 ವರ್ಷ ನನ್ನ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಇವರು, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅಶ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫೆಲ್ಲೋ ಇಸ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಜಾಬ್, ಈಸ್ ಅ ಲಾ ಅಬೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್, ಇವನಿಗೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಭಕ್ತರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಹೇಳಿದ, ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ಟು ಯು ಫಾರ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್, ಫಿನಿಶ್ಡ್. ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 100 ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ 10 ಲೆಟರ್ ನಾನು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನಲ್ಲವಾ, ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಸೊ ಏಕೆಂದರೆ ಈ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಇವತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಂಗಿರೋದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ. ಇಂದ ಸಂಪರ್ಕವನ್ನು ತಾವು ಬೆಳೆಸಬೇಕಂಗಿರೋದು ಒಂದು ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕನ್ನೋ ಆಸೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾಲಿಸಿ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಇಲಂಕುಮರನ್, ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕೈ ಹಾಕಬೇಕೀಗ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಏಕೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂಗಿರೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ತಾವು ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರು 10 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ನನ್ನ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏಕೆ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದು ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕೊಲಾಬರೇಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅದು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಕೊಲಾಬರೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಕೊಲಾಬರೇಷನ್ ಆಣ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಬೇರೆ ಇதாக ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದ ಕೊಲಾಬರೇಷನ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಇಲಂಗುಮರನೋಡೆ ಅವರು ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಐ ವಿಶ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೇ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗುಡ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನಬಲ್ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಮಾಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಆಗ ಪಾಲಿಸೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಕೊಲಾಬರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎರಡನೇದಾಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕಂಗಿರೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕೀಗ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಏನು ಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ, ಏನು ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲಾಗಿ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ನೀವು ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇರೆ, ಆಸ್ ಎ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಜನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಬರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಡೆಮಾಕ್ರೆಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ. ದುಡ್ಡಿಲ್ಲವರೇ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು 1000 ಕೋಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟುಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ, ಇಲ್ಲದವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲದವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ ಥಾಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್, ಇಂದ ಥಾಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಥರ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅದು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಸಮ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸೋಷಿಯಲಿಸಮ್ ಥರ ಮಾತಾಡೋ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನೋ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ನ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಅದು ಕೊಡುವ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಥರ ಯಾವ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏಕೆಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ 10-20 ಜನ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ, ನೀವು ಕೂಡ 50-100 ಜನ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ಸೊಸೈಟಿಲಿ ಏನು ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನೀವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡೋಣ ಏನು ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಆಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕೈ ಮುಗಿದು ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಏನಂದರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಈ MNC ಕಂಪನಿ ಒಂದು ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇದೆ, ನನಗೆ 1000 ಕೋಟಿ ಲೂಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ನಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಯಾವ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಕೈ ಜೋಡಿಸಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದು ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅದನ್ನು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಒಂದು ಆಸೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ನೋಡಲಿ ಯುರೋಪ್, ಅಮೆರಿಕಾ ಇದೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಇದೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ನಾನು ಮೆಡ್ರಾಸ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೆ, ನಾನು IRS ಆಫೀಸರ್. ನಾನು ಐ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮೈ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ 23. ಆವಾಗಲೇ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮೀ, ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಹೇಳಿ ತಾವು ತಪ್ಪು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಆವಾಗ ಹೀರಿಂಗ್ ಏಡ್ ನಾನು ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೆ, ನಾನು ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋರು. ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಸಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಎಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್, ವೆರಿ ಫ್ಯಾಂಟಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್. 1000 ಕೋಟಿ ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ನಾನು ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ. ದೇವರು ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹುದ್ದೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದರು. ಆವಾಗ ಹೀರಿಂಗ್ ಏಡ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಆವಾಗ ಇತ್ತು, ಅದು ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಏಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಿಟ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಅಂದ ಕಿಟ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡುವಾಗ 40% ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ನನಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿಲ್ಲ. ನನಗೆ ನಾನು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸು ಆವಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿಲ್ಲ. ಏದಕ್ಕೆ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಜನರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಂಡು ಸೀದಾ ಹೋಗಿ ನಾನು ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಹತ್ರ ನಿಂದುಬಿಡುವ. ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಸರ್ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೆತ್ತವರು ಬರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮವ್ರ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕೆಲವು ಚಿಂತನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಆ ರೀತಿயான ಕೆಲವು ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನ ನಾನು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನ್ನ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಪಾಲಿಸಿಗಿರ ಏನಂದರೆ, ನಾವು ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು, IAS and IPS ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್, ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಚೀಫ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಆರ್ ಚೀಫ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಪ್ಪ, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ? ಈ ಆಪ್ತಮಾಲಜಿ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು, ಏನು ಬಡ್ಜೆಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಇಲಂಗುಮರನವರ ನೇತೃತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಇದಲ್ಲವ, ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಸೇರಿಸ್ತೇನೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ನಾನು ಡೆಫ್ರೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತೇನೆ. ನಾನು ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡೂ ಎ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಆಪ್ಥಮಾಲಜಿ ಪಾಲಿಸೀಸ್ and state ophthalmology policy, I will come and sit with you. I will spend my time. I will give my energy. I will give my idea, the thought process. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನೀವು ನಾನು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋ ಥರ ನೀವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಈ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾನು 360 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ನೀವು ಏನು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಕೆಲವು ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ನಾವು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಕೋಟಿ ನಾವು ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಅನಿಸಿಕೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಿಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ಇಂಡಿಯಾಲ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ನಮಗೆ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಕೋಟಿ ನಾವೇ ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿಯೋ ಫಾರಿನ್ ತರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಲಾಬಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಇರುವ ಲಾಬಿ ಥರ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಹೌ ಯು ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಅಗ್ರಿ ವಿತ್ ಮೀ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಬಿಹಾಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನೋ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಅಜೆಂಡಾ. ನನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಮೀ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನು ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ನಾನು ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ. ಒಂದು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರಬಾರ್ದು ಹೇಳಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಸಮಯ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ರೈಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಪಾಲಿಸೀಸ್ ನೀವೇ ಕೈ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ದಯಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಬೇಕಾದರೆ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಕುಮಾರಣ್ಣಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, 1 ವೀಕ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಸರ್ ಈ ಥರ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಏನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನು ಪಾಲಿಸೀಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಿದ್ರೆ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಬೇಕೀಗ ಏನಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಏದಾದ್ರು ಸಹಾಯ ಬೇಕಾ, ಜನರಿಗೆ ಏದಾದ್ರು ಸಹಾಯ ಬೇಕಾ, ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಏದಾದ್ರು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹೆಸರು ಬೇಕು. ಎನಿ ಪಾಲಿಸೀಸ್ ದಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ನೇಮ್ ಟು ದಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್, ದಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ರಿಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್, ದಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ರಿಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದಿ ಟೈಮ್, and it should be increase the efficiency of the department. ஒரு ಪಾಲಿಸಿನುடைய ಅಂಶಗಳು. ಅಪ್ಪ ನಾವು ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ ನಾವು ಓದಿ ನಾವು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆಯಿತು, ನಾವು ಕ್ಲಿನಿಕ್ಗೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವೆ, ಅದು ನಮಗೂ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧವಿಲ್ಲವೇ. ನಾವು ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಎ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಫಿಸಿಷಿಯನ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಎ ಐ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿಸ್ಟ್. ನನಗೂ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಜನ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದ್ರ ಹೇಳಿ ನನ್ನ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ಗೆ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಆ ಥರದ ಇದ್ದೆ. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಪಾಲಿಸೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕೈ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡುವುದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಆಪ್ಥಮಾಲಜಿ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂಗಿರೋದು ನನ್ನ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ. ಈ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇಫ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಮೈ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಯು. ನಂಬರ್ 1. ನಂಬರ್ 2, any circumstances you can contact me. I have a mail ID. ತಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಹಾಕಿನ ಮೇಲ್ ಐ ಡಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಮೇಲಲ್ಲಿ ತಾವು ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ಪಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ನೆಟ್ಲ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ಈಗ ನಿಜವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ನನಗೆ 6 ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗ ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲ್ ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಅದು ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಇದು ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಕೆಲಸ ಸಂಬಳ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ಏನಾದರೂ ತಮಗೆ ಏದಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಸಹಾಯ ನಾನು ಏದಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್, ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಗಮನವನ್ನು ಸೆಳೆಯಬೇಕು. ಸರ್ ಈ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಏನಾದರೂ ಎನಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸೆಂಡ್ ಟು ಮೀ, ಯು ಆರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್. ನಾವು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕರೆಯಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಏನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಏನು ಥರ ಇದೆ, ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಹೇಳಿ. ಇದೇ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಲಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್, ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಕ್ರೈಮ್, ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಟ್ರಾಫಿಕ್, ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್, ಡೆಪ್ಟಿ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಜನಸಂಪರ್ಕ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಜನರನ್ನು ನಾನು ಅವರನ್ನು ನನ್ನ ಸೈಡ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬರೋದು ನನ್ನ ಕೆಲಸವೇ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ತಾನೋ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ದ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗಿರೋ ಪದ ಬಂದು ಅಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಮೈ ಗುಡ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್. ಅವರು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಏರಿಯಾದ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡೋರು, ಸರ್ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆ ಥರ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ವೀಕ್ ಬಂದದ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ಏರಿಯಾ, ಈ ಏರಿಯಾಗೆ ಒಂದು ಫೋನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಎರಡದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ರಿಂದ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ದು ಬರಬೇಕು. ಆವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಕೊಲಾಬರೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಎಫಿಷಿಯೆಂಟಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ and the cabinet members. You have given me the great opportunity today. I have shared a little ideas with you. If at all anything wrong, please forgive me. I am with you forever. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Let's have a standing ovation for our IDGP, Harish sir. Thank you. Amazing, sir. Great learnings. And your commitment really showed it. You spoke from your heart, and we could see every aspect of your involvement, and we are more than honored to have you as a part of our society in way. Thank you, sir. We come to the most important and very great aspect of our BOS Gold Medal oration. We thank Jista sir for gracing the occasion. Thank you, sir. A gold medal oration, the word oration actually started very long at around 1876 when you had a kind of an elocutory contest, and then they said that the gold medal has to be given. You recognized the brilliant oratory because you learn a lot from them. It was not our tradition actually in Vedic sciences to call our gurus, what we call as guru today, a teacher as a guru. They were called as acharya. How did the word guru come to existence? The word guru in Sanskrit, basically what I learned today morning from the class, that from the learnings, what we had today in Passion Beyond Practice from Dr. Thimmappa Hegde, the word guru basically means someone who brings you out from darkness to light. We all use, most of us use this motto as bringing darkness to light, but that's what our gurus do. And recognition of that is what this gold medal oration is all about, bringing in and recognizing for someone for their excellence in the field, for someone who brings in so much amount of knowledge, wisdom, care, and shares that knowledge among the fraternity. And for that we have, for our gold medal oration, it's a great honor, sir, to have Dr. Lalit Verma, sir, as our gold medal awardee for this BOS summit. Thank you so much, sir. We request you to accept the medal and the proceedings. We request our president, Dr. Kudlu, to show his commemoration and by putting a shawl for our gold medal awardee. Garland by Dr. Anuradha. Peta by Dr. Chinmay. The prestigious gold medal by our president and Harishekaran sir to also join him, along with a very unique 3D memento to be given. And we request our scientific committee, Dr. Pallavi.
Sir, Dr. Lalit Verma, so you have completed your MBBS from All India Institute of Medical Sciences with gold medal in ophthalmology, post-graduation in ophthalmology and senior residency at RP Center AIMS with Best Resident Award in 1989. You received the WHO Fellowship in Vitreoretinal Surgery in 1993 at LSU Eye University, Louisiana, USA. In a long and distinguished professional career, you have served in various academic posts at RP Center AIMS, New Delhi for 21 years in vitreoretinal surgery specialty, holding the position of Additional Professor of Ophthalmology till 2003. From 2003 till date, you have been a senior consultant, eye specialist, and vitreoretinal surgeon at Apollo Hospital, New Delhi, and Director, Vitreoretinal and Laser Centers for Center for Sight, New Delhi. You have advanced our knowledge in the field of vitreoretinal disease and ophthalmology with more than 600 lectures as invited faculty in national and international conferences, more than 200 original papers presented at national and international conferences, 204 publications in indexed journals, book chapters. In addition, you have contributed in the field of public awareness and education through television, radio, and newspapers. You have received 66 awards and orations. You have worked tirelessly in the interest of the fraternity of ophthalmologists. You have held the position of Treasurer, Honorary Secretary, and President of Delhi Ophthalmic Society, and Treasurer of Vitreoretinal Society of India. You have served the All India Ophthalmic Society as Joint Secretary, Member Scientific Committee, Treasurer, Honorary Secretary, and Vice President. You have graced the position of President of All India Ophthalmic Society for 2022 and 23. You are the Honorary Secretary of SARC Academy of Ophthalmology and the Congress President for APAO 2025. It gives us immense pleasure to confer upon you, sir, the Bangalore Ophthalmic Society Gold Medal Oration Award in grateful recognition of your stellar contribution to the growth of ophthalmology in India and the world. We wish you long and fruitful years ahead in your professional life.
We request sir to address the gathering and give his oration.
Good afternoon, everyone. From the core of my heart, I thank the entire managing committee of Bangalore Ophthalmic Society, boss, for considering me worthy of this prestigious boss gold medal award. It's a real honor for me, and I'm really humbled to accept this. My heartfelt gratitude to the entire MC of boss. And actually I feel blessed to join the likes of Dr. Mohit Gupta, Dr. G.N. Rao, and so many others who have received this award before. And also take this opportunity to congratulate the organizing committee of this wonderful boss summit. I was going through this program which has been very nicely prepared and with the theme of practice. And I really wanted to know who has designed this logo actually with 3 fingers and pointing like this, and with pursue and persist and perfection and having passion for practice. You see, with this kind of discussion-based scientific program which BOSS Summit has started will become very popular, will attract a lot of delegates because this is what is required, not the Google knowledge what we keep lecturing here and there. And if this is continued, you see, although BOSS is a relatively new society in 12th year only, I'm sure BOSS today will become the real BOSS. Real BOSS means you add S to BOSS, it becomes BOSS BOSS. So you add this kind of science as Madam has done. So days are not far away when BOS becomes BOSS. And thanks to the entire, committee for this. I'll try to reduce my talk as and make it as short as possible because time is not on our side. And on this occasion of Guru Purnima, I bow my heads to all my seniors, my teachers who have shaped us. And you see, Guru is a relative word. All of us, interact and are teachers for something or the other. So it's a theory of relativity. Maybe I have imparted something, but I have learned from all of you also. So thanks to all of you, and thanks to the entire BOSS Executive and Managing Committee for this award. And as I said, I feel very lucky as well as proud to be part of this gang of people who have so many achievements for this BOSS Gold Medal Award. So the topic which I have chosen is a very common topic which all of us encounter, and I know it's a mixed audience here. I'll try to simplify so much. No ophthalmologist today can live without this OCT. No ophthalmologist, whether in TS segment, posterior segment. And we all say retina has 10 layers here, all of them are listed, but these 3 layers are the most important layer, which is this green and 2 red layers, ELM, ISOS and RBE. So we conventionally divide OCT into 3 kinds of pathologies. Inner retina, that is from ILM to ELM, this whole thickness, and outer retina is from ELM to RPE. But I will not be talking of any of these pathologies at all. So my keen thrust will be to talk of the junction where vitreous meets the retina. So there are a whole lot of pathologies which are very, very common today. Remember, all of us are born with a gel vitreous. Gel vitreous means white of an egg consistency. And this vitreous has attachment all over the retina. So with age and diabetes and disease, traumas, 2 things generally happen. This gel becomes sol, vitreous becomes liquefied, and also there is a weakening of adhesion between the vitreous and retina. So if both the things happen concurrently and completely, that is liquefied vitreous as well as weakening adhesions, you get a complete PVD. And in this process of complete PVD, you may have flashes and floaters of light, and sometimes tear formation also. However, if vitreous gets liquefied, but adhesions are still there, some adhesions are still there, this will allow this sol vitreous or liquid vitreous to seep retrohyaloid. And this initiates the process of PVD. And this is then the stimulus for cells to proliferate and lay down the membranes also. So this partial PVD or anomalous PVD or incomplete PVD is the pathogenesis of all this interface disorders, what we talk about, all these interface disorders here. This was the recent classification which you can Google, but main thing is that full thickness macular hole, people say small, medium and large. Definition of large is 400. Believe me, in our practice we get thousands of 1000 size, which I call XL or XSL, like we label our t-shirts and shirts, XL shirt or XSL shirt, t-shirts. So I'll just touch upon these pathologies for the sake of time, brevity. VMA, VMT and ERM and macular hole, I'll just touch upon them. VMA, to my thinking, is just an anatomical variation only, because there is no pull. This green line is the vitreous and retina is just being attached here. There's no pull. If there's no pull, there are generally no symptoms. VMT, in contrast, is a pathology where if you compare these 2 pictures, there is a retina is getting pulled up. If retina is getting pulled up, mind you that rods and cones, they all get distorted, so you may have distortion. Patient may complain of teda-meda or distorted kind of vision. And ultimately, if it persists, you may have decreased vision also. But believe me, VMT is a very, very slow process. Symptoms are usually mild. Patients generally may not be aware also. And there's always a discrepancy between what your OCT shows, like this patient has 6 by 6 vision, patient not aware at all. So don't scare him with this kind of pathology, otherwise patient starts panicking. Sometimes patient may have acute loss of vision, that is because of the sensory detachment here. So there's always a discrepancy between what OCT shows and what the patient shows. A lot of classifications, we'll not go into that, V-shape, G-shape, and focal and broad. But the key question before all of us is, do all these VMT require intervention? The answer is a big no, that all these VMT don't require. Only if the patient has intolerable metamorphopsia or loss of vision because of VMT, then only we need to go inside. Otherwise, believe me, majority of the VMT do not require any treatment at all. Sometimes if patient is lucky, you may have separation spontaneously, that PVD is created and patient may have a resolution of symptoms also. So I'll show you one example. This patient, right eye, we operated macular surgery. Left eye, we made patient the conscious of having VMT, but patient till date, believe me, is asymptomatic. So if patient is asymptomatic, we don't have any reason to go inside the eye. This patient was having progressive VMT. If you see this picture of OCT, we were preparing for surgery, but patient was lucky, so were we. Patient had spontaneous PVD with a resolution of all the metamorphopsia, 6, 6, and 6. So this may happen sometimes. This one, another patient, you see this patient, right eye, macular surgery, left eye has VMT, but recovered spontaneously with no intervention from our side at all. So management of VMT is only if patient is bothered. Patient, believe me, has to beg for surgery. Otherwise, please don't intervene in such symptoms. You may create more complication rather than benefit to the patient. Only if the patient has disturbing metamorphopsia and is hindering or has decreased vision because of CME and ERM, then only we have right to go inside the vitreous cavity. So we, believe me, do not treat OCT. We have to treat the patient, his symptoms, and patient as a whole. So this alarming VMT also has 6 by 6. You see this alarming VMT, but patient has no symptom at all. So whenever patient disturbed by metamorphopsia and he really begs before you, Dr. Saab, my day-to-day life is getting affected, then only we go inside. And then we don't care even if the vision is 6 by 9, we'll still go inside. So basic aim is to cut this greenish color vitreous here. And believe me, with modern day MIVS, vitreous surgery, MIVS gives fantastic result. It's not a big job, it takes around 10-15 minutes only. So all of us have experience of doing vitreous surgery, but in came this so-called Wonder injection by the name of Jetria. This was more than a decade back with the hope that they will take away all the jobs of vitreous surgery, but they did not and they could not. The reason was, besides being expensive, $4,000 for one single injection, the success rate was quarter of what vitreous surgery got achieved. This was highlighted by this comparative study. In the patients who underwent vitrectomy, 100% result was there, but in patients who were treated with Jetria, so-called Wonder injection, only resolution was 50% only. So the surgery still remains the standard of care in the patients who require this surgery. And as I said, key step is just PVD induction, and this is the simple surgery. After you do a core vitrectomy, put some tricot inside the eye, and classically two colonies will form, and then gradually you pull up this tricot stained vitreous, and once this signet ring formation occurs, you see this is not a time consuming job, and once this occurs, then you just put airflow exchange, and that is the end of surgery. And the results are pretty good. Although the contour formation may take some months or years sometimes to happen, but resolution of patient's symptoms is dramatic. Sometimes what happens in a very severe VMT, like upper right corner, you see patient about to have a macular hole. In such situation, you cannot and should not pull too much, because if you do that, you can create an iatrogenic macular hole. In such patients, what we do is a foveal sparing. The central tricot stained vitreous is still abutting the macular hole. So we do all around, but spare the central, which we call PHF trimming or a central sparing PHF surgery. So this is what we did in this patient. With air still inside, you can see how this has resolution of VMT. So this is another patient who had very severe tenting. Only PHF trimming was done, and patient had fantastic result in this. Second membrane is epiretinal membrane. Remember, these three membranes are of paramount importance for a vitreous surgeon. One is PHF, which is in front of the retina. One is upon the retina. One is part of retina, which is ILM. So these three membranes, all of us, take care in this surgery. But again, as in VMT, same is in ERM. If patient has good vision, this patient of ERM has 6 vision. So you have no right to again enter the vitreous cavity. So all ERMs also don't require surgery. But once they do cause symptoms, again, surgery is not a difficult job. You first take care of the PHF, that is the hyaloid. Once you have removed the hyaloid, then you stain this membrane. Because staining this membrane makes the job precise. Iatrogenic issues may be less. So after that, staining, we take this bent MVR blade and remove this entire epiretinal membrane in one go, which will come out. This is another patient who had ARMD. First step is always put tricot inside the eye to stain the vitreous. And once the vitreous gel is out with the help of suction of MIVS surgery, we do an airflow exchange, then put 1 or 2 drops of trypan blue to stain this membrane. I am very fond of staining. A lot of people are overconfident and may not stain. But staining, as I told, gives you precision. And you remove this excess of trypan blue from the surface of vitreous cavity, and then take this 25 gauge MVR, bent MVR. And once you have created an edge, if the edge is visible, then the surgery becomes very fast. So once the edge is created, then the entire epiretinal membrane will come in one sheet. There are rarely 2 sheets of epiretinal membrane. It comes as one sheet only. So this is that patient who had complex ERM, and after surgery, normally we combine, if there is a minimal cataract also, combine the cataract surgery along with all this membrane surgery. Coming to the last membrane, there is the ILM. Believe me, in all patients of ERM, we may not remove the ILM. We do try, but not at the cost of damaging the retina. And remember, ILM is a part of retina only. And it was shown by global analysis also that ILM peeling in ERM surgery is not advantageous from the point of view of vision. So last is the macular hole, which again is a very simpler surgery. And here, after you have taken care of the PHF, after you have taken care of the epiretinal membrane if there, you inject this BBG dye or the blue ICG dye. And this selectively stains the ILM. And after you have stained the ILM, you create an edge of ILM. And there are various ways people do it. One of them is diamond dusted, which I don't do it, but I directly pinch the ILM with the help of forceps. And in a classic peel, you peel the ILM and take it across the macular hole. You move this, across the macular hole, and in the first go itself, you peel as much ILM as possible from arcade to arcade, and this is the end of macular hole surgery. And this is the same patient. You see results are pretty good. You have type 1 closure in majority of the patient, provided the hole is smaller, provided the hole is reasonably recent. This is another example of showing a successful closure of macular hole, the pre-op and post-op. But what lot of things have changed in macular hole surgery. In PHF and ERM, nothing much has changed, but in macular hole surgery, a lot of things have changed. Duration of tamponade is reduced from weeks to days, and people have moved from smaller 20 gauge to 3 gauge to 25 gauge to 27 gauge, and a lot of crazy tissues like retinal implant or ILM implant, so many amniotic membrane are happening. So for me, this game changer was this conference which I attended way back, ASRS 2016, where I learned, thanks to the pioneering work done by McLeska, where macular flap was introduced. And based on that, this lady whom I had seen 14 years back when I was in RP Center, so I offered her macular hole surgery after so many years. And this was my first macular flap surgery, which in 2016 I learned. Here the difference between the first video and this video is, we are directly pinching and peeling, but instead of taking across the macular hole, you just leave it at the edge. You just leave it at the edge and create multiple flower petaloid flaps like this, all across the macular hole, and in the center you have this flap hanging like this. And after, you can trim it with the help of maximum cutting and minimal possible suction. And this is the result of this hole. Remember, as I was telling you, this is XXL hole, 1467 as the diameter, which closed with type 1 closure. You can see the remnants of ILM here. So this ILM flap has become a game changer in macular hole surgery, and so many of our patients with large chronic macular hole, myopic macular hole, respond very nicely to this surgery. This was, you see the shape of macular hole, and this is after, this macular hole surgery, 15 years back diagnosis. Most of the macular hole surgery are quite rewarding. Rarely you may have some failures, and this is one such. And what do you do in such failure cases is, Since ILM has been peeled, you have to take a ILM graft. You take a graft from the neighboring retina and put PFCL over it, because PFCL is a heavy liquid. You can't maneuver this graft in a fluid-filled eye. So you have to maneuver this graft under the weight of PFCL, then only this maneuvering is possible. Otherwise, because of fluid currents, this graft will keep moving. So this is what is being done, that graft under the PFCL, with the help of diamond slit, we are placing it over the macular hole. So soon we'll place it over this macular hole and then do an airflow exchange away from this. So the world today, believe me, is divided between peelers and non-peelers. And as I said, in this conference, we learned how to do a flap surgery. And I reserve flap surgery primarily for XXL or very large macular holes, chronic macular holes, or a myopic macular hole, or a recurrent kind of surgery. This was one patient whom we were operating for actually macular hole surgery, and he's not coming. Sorry. He just went away. So this was a routine reg RD with macular hole. So after having tackled the vitreous, injected PFCL, and under the PFCL, as I said, we stained this, and then under the PFCL only we peeled this ILM. So you notice this peel is going across the macula compared to a flap. Sometimes we create a flap also in very high myope patients also. This, because of the weight of PFCL, this flap gets scrolled like this, and the only difference is this. And after that, you complete the routine retina surgery. This was the pre-op patient. You have reg RD, macular hole, and this is the post-op picture of this same patient. Lamellar macular holes generally are quite benign, do not require any intervention, unless in your vertical follow-up, patient has some metamorphosis or loss of vision. And otherwise, most of the time, lamellar macular holes do not require any attention. So this was one patient who had all the membranes. He had epiretinal membrane, lamellar macular hole, plus ILM issue. So we took him up for surgery and did all the three membranes, so which is being demonstrated here, that tricot to stain the vitreous and remove the hyaloid phase. Then under the air, you put this trypan blue, stain the epiretinal membrane, and then with the help of this very useful instrument, 25 gauge MVR blade, remove this entire epiretinal membrane. And after the epiretinal membrane, you see this entire sheet will come in one go. Once this sheet is being taken care of, you see the surface of the macula is not very healthy. So this is when we injected the third dye here, which is the BBG, which selectively stains the ILM. And this actually is the ILM which is coming out after epiretinal membrane has been taken care of. And all the three membranes then are taken care of. And I'll just show you, this was the pre-op, all the three membranes, 624. And this is after a couple of months. Very thankful to these three layers, that ILM and ESOS junction, all intact patient recovered fantastic 6/6 vision. So just to reiterate, these three membranes and all these three staining agents, starting from tricot to trypan blue to BBG. And this is the recent thing which I saw on net actually, which I was telling you, XL and XXL, and people have started recognizing, and you see the lower part of this figure. This is the close classification which has recently come up of macular hole, XL and XXL. I thought it is my dream, but this is now in literature also, XL and XXL, or giant macular holes also coming. And treatment modalities also have changed from the conventional peeling to flap to hydrodissection to human amniotic membrane and even retinal transplantation. A lot of exciting things are happening in macular hole. So thus to conclude, a lot of excitement is there in macular hole surgeries, severe interface disorders, and OCT and this anomalous theory of PVD, which I presented before you, has helped us in better understanding of this all the interface orders. And once you understand better and see better with the help of these dyes, this surgery becomes actually very simple. So thank you very much for patient listening.
In this auspicious month of Guru Purnima, we had a talk from a teacher par excellence, Dr. Lalit Verma, Put your hands together for him, please. Let us rise in appreciation of the oration. Thank you, sir, Dr. Verma. And now it's my pleasant task to invite our joint organizing secretaries to the stage to give the organizing secretary report. They've been young, dynamic, untiring, unflagging, and here they are. Dr. Anuradha, Dr. Rajesh Parekh, Dr. Sarika.
Just a small request, since we are running late in this inauguration ceremony, the first sessions which were scheduled to start at 2 o'clock, we're pushing it by 2:20. So I request all of you to please be seated for this. Can I have the organizing secretaries take over?
Good afternoon, everyone. So, Dr. Anuradha, myself, Dr. Rajesh Parekh, and Dr. Sarika are here to present organizing secretary report. We had total of 540 registrations. We are really thankful to all the delegates and all the postgraduates and fellows, as well as trade, and state as well as national faculty for this. It's the maximum so far in a physical conference, BOS conference. We are provided with this venue, St. John's Auditorium, the state-of-the-art rooms for a smooth running of our conference, and we are extremely thankful to Father Jesudas Rajamanikam, the director, St. John's Academy, and Father Tony A.J., and the people who are behind all this is our President, Vice President, Regis Sir, and Dr. Sunita Madam. Our MC team is broadly divided into subcommittees as to registration committee, inauguration ceremony committee, and audiovisual, all in charges, travel, accommodation, food, banquet, wet labs, and beyond ophthalmology subcommittees for smooth functioning towards perfection. Thank you.
It was a pleasure to be a part of the organizing team of BOS Summit this time. As Dr. Anuradha pointed out, we had split up our responsibilities so that each aspect of the organization will be taken care of. We had our food partners, Swati Group, who were our caterers for the event. Their food was appreciated by one and all. They were very prompt with a response to every request, and I have to specially thank them to have helped us with our Go Green initiative. They worked really hard to maintain the water supplies areas with fresh glasses and also to supply the halls with glass water bottles. It was difficult, and I admit that it was not without a mess, but it was definitely a step towards a good cause. I urge everyone again to use the sanitized bottle provided to you in your kit for refill and use. And a sumptuous banquet was also organized by the same caterers, Swati Caterers at Skormangla Club yesterday. We had melodious music flowing through the night, and it was great food. Everybody appreciated the same. Thank you.
Taking forward, I'm happy to be part of the organizing committee. Our transport partners, HMS Travels, Mr. Farhan, we want to thank them, and Mr. Hussain, especially for the seamless coordination with the delegates and prompt response to the last-minute requests from our delegates. We had also arranged accommodation for the faculty members at the Kormangala Club, and we thank Dr. Reggie Thomas for the arrangement and excellent quality rooms, guest rooms. It was so close to the venue, and we're thankful for you. So you have suggested that, and we thank you with our heart. We have also tried to keep innovation in our minds in this BOS summit. The Go Green initiative, which has been there, is one of them, and we have been following it up since the last summit. And we have tried our best to keep this commitment of Go Green as possible. We also look at the non-ophthalmic sessions in which we have kept the passion beyond practice. And we have kept this session within got experts for this. We had Mr. Nitish, we had Mr. Dr. Timmappa Hegde, we had Mr. Neil Parekh and Dr. Srinivas, he was there, and it was well received. We are thankful for them to have come and given us the talk. Regarding the finance management, we have a session on finance management which will be followed. We request everybody to attend that, and we have thankful, and this has been carried over from the thing, and it's been well received and a lot of inquiries. We had other sessions on practice management, and it's been thing, and also the wet lab was well received by the delegates and the postgraduates.
Our president keeps telling us that this is the youngest MC that's working with a lot of enthusiasm. Thank you, sir. Actually, we are thoroughly, and with even for small bits, we are guided by our president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer. Thank you, sir, and thank you, Sandhya ma'am, for all this. And we will surely thank our past president, Dr. Jyoti Shetty madam. And today we have our past president, Dr. G.V. Divakar sir, as our KMC observer. Thank you, sir, for gracing the occasion and being so patient with with us. Thank you.
Thank you, team. You have heard of all the innovations that were brought into this meeting. And as Dr. Pallavi mentioned a little while ago, another of the newer innovations that we introduced at this meeting was the triathlon, a combination of achievements by our young ophthalmology colleagues, the PGs. And the triathlon comprised a quiz and Instaboss, that is a competition of making reels, and a talent show, all put together. And we have here Dr. Tanuja to announce the results of the triathlon. And as the winners are announced, we would also request Dr. Lalit Verma to hand over the certificates for them.
I would like to, before that, tell that actually this triathlon event was actually been totally, handheld and brought forward by 3 people along with me, and that was Dr. Tanuja and Dr. Subhashri and Dr. Sirisha. They have worked tirelessly to bring the whole team together, consistently talking to the postgraduates and making them get through the concept of Insta Reel, which was something little different. So I will give this to Tanuja to announce all 3 event winners and the last champions also.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to welcome you all for this celebratory moment as we announce the winners of our triathlon event. The triathlon event was no ordinary competition. It combined the intellectual rigor of quiz, the creativity of an Insta Reel contest, and the remarkable talent showcased by our postgraduates in the talent show. Each segment of this triathlon tested different skills. Our participants rose to the challenge with enthusiasm, creativity, and excellence. First of all, let us applaud all the participants who gave their best in every competition. Your hard work, dedication, and passion were evident in every round and in every segment. And you've all done a phenomenal job. So please give a round of applause for all of them, right? Now, with much further ado, let's move on to the announcement of our winners. The first one was the quiz competition, which we have already announced yesterday. That was the teams. First, let me tell you. So we had invited all the colleges, institutes from Bangalore, and 7 teams participated. And we gave them their names. And the winners of the quiz competition, it's not happening. Yeah. Sorry, where are the winners? It's not there. Okay. Sorry. The winners of this one were, 3rd place went to Jules Gonin. please come up on the stage, even if one member is there. Okay, all of them are there. Please come up on the stage.
Anybody is there?
Jules Gonin. The next team, second place, team Girl Stand.
Please come.
And the first place went to team Payment. Can I request Dr. Lalit Verma to hand over the quiz award? Jules Gonin was from Prabha Institute.
Please give a big
That's the third place. The second place, team Girl Stand, was from Shankara Eye Hospital. And the first place was team Payment from Narayana Netralaya. These are the winners of quiz competition, the team Payment from Narayana Netralaya. Okay. The next segment was Insta Reel. So we had we had given topics of patient education on diabetic retinopathy, glaucoma, elderly. So we have the winner of that competition is team Girls, Duke Elders. Team Duke Elders from St. John's Medical College. They did an Insta Reel on squint evaluation. The Insta Reels will be played in the Hall A after the inauguration ceremony. So for all those who are interested, can see them. Can I request Dr. Samar Basak to hand over this? So the winners of the talent show were Team Gulstrand. They wowed us with their amazing stage presence and Team Gulstrand from Shankara Eye Hospital. For this, can I request Dr. K.P. Kudlu to hand over the prizes? Okay. So the finally, we have the overall triathlon champions who excelled across all three competitions. In the third place, the second runner-up was Team Ridley from Ramaya Medical College.
Please give a big clap. Let's give some this for please. Come on. Otherwise we don't feel this. You read.
So the second runner-up, Team Ridley from Ramaya Medical College. The first runner-up was Team Duke Elder from St. John's Medical College. The winners who take the championship, BOS Triathlon Championship this year is Team Gulstrand from Shankara Eye Hospital.
So, thank you everyone. So, like all things has started, it also comes to an end. But this end should be something which is sweet. So from the team of the BOS committee, from the office bearers and the management committee, MC committee, I thank everyone that who have assembled here for this wonderful inauguration. In space, most of the vote of thanks has been done. Few which I would say are left over would be the St. John's Auditorium team, who have helped us a lot right from the day one till now. The AV team, Mr. Ravi and his team, the Skyline company. The registration and all the thing from Abhinava events, Mr. Prajwal and his team. The food committee, which is mainly by the Swati, which we have tasted and continuing on because we love, the hospitality and the food are the two major things which keep us running through. Our All India President, Dr. Samar Basak, Laitwama sir, Dr. Kudlu sir, KS President, and the exhibitors and the trade people, without which this would not have possible. So thank you all them also. Delegates, PGs and fellows who have participated with wholeheartedly for this event, and Dr. Pallavi who has curated this whole sessions for us to share our knowledge with each other. And last but not the least, our youngest president for now, Dr. Ilan Kumaran sir, who has pushed us through day and night, calling us, forcing us to stay awake at 11, 12, okay, at night, and pushing us, calling us, where are you? You are not here. Zoom calls, audio calls, conference calls, and all. One more last thing which I would not finish this is without Dr. Reggie, sir, because he's been instrumental right from the beginning, from giving us the idea of the auditorium for St. John's, and also till the banquet yesterday evening, the Kormangala Club. It's all been he's there. He's been the shadow of BOS for this whole conference. So I thank everyone and all the delegates and the one who. Thank you. Let's all stand up for the national anthem, which is going to be played now.
Himacha
Thank you, Ron. Let's disperse for lunch, and we shall meet back here for the next sessions. Thank you all.
All the participants of the talent show, you can collect your certificates of participation.